This is Greater MSP Business with Cindy Brucato.
For more than 25 years, a company called Be the Match, headquartered in Minneapolis, has helped make possible life-saving marrow transplants by recruiting marrow donors to a national and international Be the Match registry. To match the epic scale of these services, Be the Match will be moving into a new 240,000 square foot headquarter building in the North Loop of Minneapolis as a home base for 900 employees. We're here with Amy Ronneberg, Chief Financial Officer of Be the Match at Greater MSP Headquarters. Thanks for joining us this morning, Amy.
Thank you so much for having me.
Who are the beneficiaries of marrow donation?
So there are over 70 blood cancers today that can be cured by a blood marrow or a bone marrow donation. We also have cord blood units that can be utilized to also help with those patients.
And these patients are all over the world.
They're all over the world. So we facilitate anywhere between 6,000 and 7,000 transplants a year. Half of those take place here in the United States and half of them take place throughout the world.
How does one become a marrow donor?
It's really easy. You can go to bethematch.org. It gives you an opportunity to register as a bone marrow donor. You then will be put onto our registry. All you need to do is swab your cheek. We'll send you the sample at home. You can do it at home. We'll put you on our registry. We'll ask you some health questions. We want to make sure that you're healthy enough to be able to donate. If you are selected, which really the selection process, you probably are going to be close to 1 in 500 to be selected to actually be a bone marrow donor. But if selected, you would then go through a series of workups such as a physical exam, blood draw, a variety of things again to make sure that you are that perfect match and that you are healthy enough to donate.
What happens to the marrow once it's donated?
So this is one of the key things that Be the Match does, and it's that coordination, because it's very important when the marrow or the peripheral blood stem cells are taken out of the donor that they're arriving at that transplant center within ideally 24 hours. And so we make sure that we've got the logistics in place to get those cells to the transplant center, which again could be anywhere in the United States or really anywhere in the world. Now we also work with cord blood units. Those are actually taken at the time of birth, and then those are held in multiple cord blood banks throughout the United States and again throughout the world, and those are held at the facility.
Who makes the best marrow donor?
There's not a typical donor. We have better outcomes with patients when they're younger donors. But there's not a typical donor. We need a wide range of ethnic backgrounds. That's really important for our registry, that we're able to meet patients of all races and ethnicities. But we tend to see a higher percentage of younger donors.
Does being in a region that is so rich in medical technology like Greater MSP affect your business?
Well, I think we're really blessed to be in this community here with the amount of healthcare and biotech industry. I think a couple things that occurs here is we have an opportunity to really get phenomenal skill sets and to get phenomenal employees because they have that background here. We don't have to look very far to get great doctors, great physicians, great nurses, that type of thing. So we really benefit from that here in the Twin Cities.
What was behind your decision to move to a new headquarters?
Right now we're in a couple facilities, and the key for us was to get all of our employees together. We really feel that that's really important from a collaboration and an efficiency perspective. And the North Loop, we felt really that area matched our employees. Our employees are very vibrant, very innovative employees, and we saw that location and having a facility that really matched our current employee base, but also the employees that we want to attract in the future.
How are you funded?
So we have 3 ways that dollars come in the door. One is through donations, which again at bethematch.org you have an opportunity to donate. And those really are incredibly important for our patients. They help patients in need. They help patients who are in a situation where they may be in the hospital for 3 months and they can't work and they really need to have patient assistance funds. So those are really important. It also helps with research, which is always important in our industry to keep moving the industry forward. We also have grants from the government, so we are the National Marrow Donor Program, and the government helps facilitate that through grants that allow us to type the donors that come on and make sure that they are the right match for those patients. And then the final piece is really our revenues coming from the transplant centers. So the work that we do with the transplant centers to help facilitate that that product, to procure the product, to move the product, help with the matching. There's revenue associated with those components too.
Thanks again, Amy. Amy Ronneberg, Chief Financial Officer for Be the Match. For Greater MSP Business, I'm Cindy Brucato.